Dear students, in this problem, we are given two functions f of x and g of x, defined as sine of pi by 6 sine of pi by 2 sine x, that is f of x, and pi by 2 multiplied by sine x, that is g of x. And it is defined for all values of x belonging to the set of real numbers, that is from x belonging to minus infinity to plus infinity. F of g of x denote f of g of x, the standard notation, and g of f of x also the standard notation. Then which of the following is are true? Options are about the range of f of g, limit f of x upon g of x when x is approaching to 0 equal to pi by 6, or existence of some x belonging to R such that g of f of x is equal to 1. Let's start by finding the range of f, that is the first option. Let's check that. F of x function is this. F of x is equal to sine of pi by 6 multiplied by sine of pi by 2 sine x. Now we are plugging in x from minus infinity up to plus infinity. In that condition, what values or what set of values we are getting, that will be range. For that, let's focus on this. Pi by 2 multiplied by sine x. Pi by 2 multiplied by sine x, that is always going to be between minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2, because sine x can take the values only between minus 1 to plus 1 with closed interval. That means this quantity is going to be between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Now we calculate the sine of these values. So sine x when calculated for minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 will give us the values of this part lying between minus 1 and plus 1. So this part that will belong to minus 1 to plus 1. Now this is multiplied by pi by 6. So inside this function sine, we are getting these values from minus pi by 6 to plus pi by 6. Minus pi by 6 to plus pi by 6, that will give us sine of minus pi by 6 to sine of pi by 6, as sine is increasing function of that part. That is minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2 close bracket. That means we can say f of x belongs to minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2 for x belonging to R. That is the range of f of x. And it is exactly the same given in the option 1. So option 1 is the correct choice. First thing. What about range of f of g? F of g of x. Let's see. G of x function, what that gives us when x is changing from minus 1 to plus 1. That means g of x is equal to pi by 2 into sin x, and sin x takes between minus 1 to plus 1 values only, multiplied by pi by 2, that will give us minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So we can say that g of x function belongs to the interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. And now we are plugging in these values in the function f of x. In place of g of x, these values will be the input in function f. And in f, again, you can see when we put minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, this sin x is going to give us minus 1 to plus 1 values. This will be minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Take sine of that, minus 1 to plus 1. Multiplied that by pi by 6. So inside the sine function, we are getting minus pi by 6 to plus pi by 6 as the input. That means in this case, again, we are going to have the same range, that is minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2. And it is what given in the option B. So option B is also the correct one. Regarding this limit f of x upon g of x, if you pay a little attention to this, then you can see this function, this part pi by 2 into sin x, that is g of x. So this limit we can write as limit x approaching to 0 sine of pi by 6 multiplied by sine of g of x divided by g of x. This is the limit we are given to be equal to pi by 6. So let's get that limit and check whether it is coming out to be equal to pi by 6 or not. When x is approaching to 0, very clearly g of x is approaching to 0. That means if we write it like sine of pi by 6 multiplied by sine of g of x and manipulate it by dividing by pi by 6 sine of g of x multiplying by the same thing pi by 6 multiplied by sine of g of x divided by g of x. This part is going to 0 when x is approaching to 0. As g of x is approaching to 0, sine of 0 approaches to 0, so sine of 0 approaches to 0. So this limit is equal to 1. And here also the same logic, sine of something which is approaching to 0 divided by same thing, that will also be equal to 1. So that gives us 1 multiplied by pi by 6 multiplied by 1 equal to pi by 6. And it's what is given in option C. So option C is also correct. Now we are left with this one. G of f of x is equal to 1 if such x exists or not. That is the question. Let's write this as g of f of x equal to 1. That's what we want to find, whether it is possible for some value of x or not. Now here g of x function is pi by 2 sine x. So if we write it this way, then this is pi by 2 sine of f of x on the left hand side equal to 1, and that gives us sine of f of x is equal to 2 by pi. 2 by pi, what about that value? That is 2 divided by 3.14 something something. That will definitely be greater than 2 divided by 4, as 4 is greater than 3.14. So we can say that this 2 by pi, this is greater than 1 by 2. This is greater than 1 by 2, and sine of f of x. F of x is having values from minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2. So we will be getting sine f of x belonging to sine of minus 1 by 2 to sine of 1 by 2 only. And here we need it to be something greater than 1 by 2. And we know that sine x is less than x. So we can say that sine f of x will definitely belong to minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2 only. As sine 1 by 2, that will be less than 1 by 2. So definitely we can say that sine f of x can be equal to something which is less than 1 by 2. Definitely it is not going to be equal to something which is greater than 1 by 2. That means there is no such x for which this relation or this equation can hold true. So option D is incorrect. Hence A, B, C must be the correct answers. Let's confirm that. That is okay. Options A, B, C, first, second, third choices are the correct ones. Thank you.